Well, it's back to cleaning day as another boat goes past. This time you may be able to hear noisy engine. Right, back to cleaning. This is my cleaning robot. Yes, I know it's lazy, but I like gadgets. At the moment it's just on charge. With it being nice and sunny, I'm able to charge it to full. And it automatically vacuums and it mops at the same time, and boy does this floor need it. Let's have a look at this that I found underneath a box. Not good. Well, today is a beautiful day, sunshine outside, and as you can see it's letting me charge my power station up to 100%. Fantastic. And along with it being sunny, it's starting to get warm inside the boat, and I just remembered I've got a duck hatch, and this is the first time I've ever opened it on the canals. Wow. And I've got some friends out there. Isn't that just amazing? Let's see if I can find something for them to eat. Right, now I do have some bird seed. The problem is not all of it floats. Let's get some bread because I know that floats just a little bit. Right, I've just moved some stuff that I had stored just here next to my couch and next to this box in the corner, and I found something which I didn't know I had. Not the stick. That stick there is my gauge that I use for the water tank, obviously separate from the diesel one. Then I know just this little gauge here. If you look, it's got a water symbol on it and a button. So I push the button and it works. It's telling me I've got a full tank of water, which I have pretty much. That's a good sign. Let's see when it runs down a bit, see if it gauges when it's a bit lower. And how did I not know that was there? Discovering new things about my boat the whole time. Got a water pump trip switch in the cupboard, but I don't know if this switch switches it off. I'm assuming it does. And the LED light I'm assuming is for inside that box, it's just where the water pump is. These are the same birds I had earlier. Where have they gone? They actually know that I'll feed them if they hang around enough. Right, the vacuum has a reasonable amount of charge on it, so I think I'm going to set it around. As you can see here, I've actually got a carpet. It's supposed to detect carpets and adjust it so that it only vacuums on there. It's quite a thick carpet, so I'm hoping it will be able to cope with that. We'll see. It's actually been a while since I've used this. Last used it in the marina where I had mains power hooked up. And at the back there you've got a dirty water tank and a clean water tank. So what the vacuum actually does, goes out, vacuums, mops the floor, comes back to the station, empties itself of the dirty water back into the tank. This side is where the dust bag is, and it empties itself as well. I can just open that for you. See, there's a dust bag in there. And all I have to do is switch it on, set it going, and it automatically has mapped the area of the boat. I didn't have to do anything else, just said map the boat, and it did that. So let me see if I can figure out or remember how to get it going again.
Start cleaning.
Ah, there you go.
Mop washing in progress. Please try again later.
Guess I'll have to try again later. It's actually washing my mops. It's probably because it hasn't been used for a while. I'll come back to you on that. Right, today is cleaning day, so hence you see me get the vacuum ready to go. It's just going through its cycling, making funny noises. I'm planning to basically vacuum the floor, mop the floor, and then I'm going to go outside the boat and going to show you how I'm going to try and clean my canvas, because it's a little bit green. Alright, it's talking to itself again. I'm going to try and clean the canvas on my canopies. Some of it's gone a bit green, so I've got this stuff which I actually bought a few years ago because I had a soft top Mini that I was going to use it on, but the engine decided it didn't want to work anymore, so I had to get rid of it. Of course, making some funny noises. So once this floor has been cleaned, I'll take you outside and show you that. I'm also going to be trying to clean the paintwork on the boat and see what I can do and get that ready for Crick in about a month's time. And here we go, it's suddenly started. Just figuring out where it is. Quite clever thing. You can see it's got a mop at the back there. Vacuum at the front. Got little bumpers so it knows when it hits something. The beauty of it, it's all automatic. And the way it works is it splits the boat up into different areas, a bit like rooms in a house. And at the moment it's doing this central area, making its way into all the crevices as it can. I'm going to have to get out of the way. It's coming for me. It's just coming up to the carpet. It doesn't like that bit. Oh dear. Get this caught the edge. Push that down. Push that pick up. Those bits I showed you earlier. Right, it's got on the carpet. Mops have stopped at the back, which is what you want. Let's see if we can get back on it. I think it's doing a pretty good job on the carpet. It's now making its way to the last part of the boat. I'm going to go into the bathroom first. Or the bedroom. And yes, I know, before anyone says it, dustpan and brush, a broom, a little vacuum cleaner that I've got in the cupboard. Doesn't work very well, but that would do just as well. But hey, what fun is that? Let's watch a robot. Much better. The light in the bathroom is off, so it's got its own light. And while the vacuum does its business, I can't get enough of this view. Touch windy today, but it's just absolutely stunning. So a notification saying the robo-vac is finished. It's heading back to base station. So it will now park itself and begin emptying. Just finding out exactly where it is and where the docking station is. There he goes. How clever is that? And then it goes into its emptying mode. I thought I'd try something a little bit different today as well, because I've got loads of sunshine and the solar's working really well. I thought I'd put my immersion heater on and see if, and that's a big if, the sunshine can give me some hot water. At the moment it's been running for about 50 minutes or so, and the water is lukewarm. It's not hot yet, so I'm going to keep it going because the battery level is holding quite nicely. So let's see what it's like in hopefully another hour. This is my solar controller. It's getting quite warm, but not surprising really, because it's pulling in around just under a kilowatt of power at the moment, which is obviously going straight into my water heater, immersion heater. As you can see, I've switched it on. Well, I'll stop my hot water getting scheme. Just noticed that my battery levels had dropped right down, and I was getting a low battery warning, so obviously that means batteries are running out of power, even though I've got fairly good solar. It's ranged between 950 watts down to 300 when a cloud goes over. So, well, to be fair, at the time I was also charging all my laptops and phones and everything else just to see how it went. So not a failed experiment, because I've now got warm water as opposed to hot water. So yeah, it works. I just need to try it again at some point when we've got lots of sunshine. I hope you can hear me in this wind. You're not getting too much wind noise, but I just want to show you, just see all the green stuff on there. That's what I'm going to try and remove today. I'm just going to do a test of it today to see how it goes, and then maybe another time take the canopy off and do it on the towpath side. And I have to do it out of direct sunlight, otherwise it just dries too quickly apparently. So let's get on with it. I'll try and keep the wind noise down to a minimum. What I'm doing now is to just wet the canopy. And I've got a cleaning solution. And what I have to do is to paint this on to the canvas. That looks pretty good. Now I believe I need to leave that on there for about 15 minutes or so, and then I'll wash that off and we'll see how it does. I think what I'm also going to do is to just do a little experiment on the paint. I've got this product that, just reach for the water, product that's supposed to repair the paintwork, shine it, polish it basically, so that the dirt and that doesn't stick to it. Now my paintwork is not in the best condition, but I'd like to keep it as much in good condition and looking good as I can. So we'll just try a small patch around about there somewhere, and we'll see what it looks like afterwards. So the first thing I'm going to do is to basically just wash it with water. Oh, that's nice. It's coming up nice and red just with water. So all I'm doing really is just scraping the dust off and let that dry. Maybe wipe it with a bit of cloth or something like that, and then I'll apply the product and we'll see how it looks afterwards. What I also want to do is to actually clean this gunnel. If I just quickly show you, gunnel there has got all this sort of mould and moss on it, so I think I'm just going to sprinkle a bit of water on it and see if that will just come off with the brush. Oh yeah, I think that's a job to go on my list. Nice and straightforward. Oh yeah. That'll save me from slipping on the side. I think long term I'm going to also be reapplying, I should say, some non-slip paint just along here, so that when you walk along the gunnel you don't fall in. I just had this swan there, as you can see, just swam past, looked at me as if saying, "Where's my food?" They are good at that. I'm just going to give that canvas cleaner about another 5-7 minutes or so, and then I'll go back out there and wash it off and see what it looks like. Remember I just told you about that swan? Well, literally he's gone to the next boat. He's knocking on the side, tapping at the duck hatch to say, "Where's my food?" Clever, these birds. Well, I was just about to start talking to you about my boat. This fella turns up. Seems to think I'm going to feed him. Well, I'm a bit busy at the moment. Come back in a few minutes. Right, so just want to make sure this is nice and dry. I've got this 3-in-1 stuff. It's supposed to clean it, polish it and repair it, leaving it nice and shiny in the end. Let's see if it does that. Well, I've certainly got some dirt off of that, so the cleaning bit works. That's good. The water runs off like it's supposed to, I guess. Oh, if it cleans it, that's fine. Right, let's get back to the canvas and see how that's doing. This wind is quite strong today. Well, the green stuff is actually coming off. Not sure if you can see that, but as I pour the water on, all the green moss and so on literally just comes off. And that's pretty much gone. I need to actually take the whole canvas off, I think. So you can see the difference there between the green that side and now that's gone. There is still little bits there which I need to tidy up, but essentially it works. The problem I've got is because it's sort of flexible, it's quite hard to scrub it, so what I need to do is to really take the canopy off, lay it flat on the ground and then scrub it that way, so I've got something firm to rub against. Alright, Swan keeps hanging around, he keeps looking at me. Just having to go at the grass at the moment. I think what I'll do is I'll go and get something. So I've got some nice seeds that I think it will like. I'll just go and get that. Oh well, by the time I got back out with some food for the Swan, and run away, gone to the next boat. Oh well, next time. Well, as a cleaning day, I didn't do a huge amount of cleaning. The robot did most of it. Done quite a good job. I'm quite happy with that. I did want to just test out the canvas cleaner, and that's worked well as well. As I explained, I've got to take that off, put that on the towpath and do it that way. So I'll wait till I come back to the boat. Hopefully next week I'll try and do that. Cleaning the side of the boat, that actually looks really good. I don't think I've got enough of that to do the whole boat, but I'll certainly do some of it. And again, I'll put that in one big video to do that completely. So I'll show you how I take the canopy off, clean it, put it all back on. Not looking forward to that because it's going to be quite a job. And also cleaning the boat, of course, outside. I'll certainly give it a good wash all the way around. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do the side out here because that's hanging out. I'll be hanging over the canal. May have to turn the boat around so that I'm standing on the towpath to do that bit. So I did promise well, a week or two ago that I'd show you how bad I was at making curtains. I will try and do a little bit of that a little bit later. Whether I can get that video out this week, I'm not sure, but I know I'm procrastinating a little bit with that. Yes, that's a big word for me, but I will do it and I will show you how bad I really am.